Okay, so today we will be starting with quadratic functions. Let us see, I have written three different expressions. I will say 2x square plus x is the number first. Number second is x square minus 5 equals to 0, and third is y equals to x square. So let us first understand how these three expressions are different. So the first one, 2x square plus x, what we can call it? Is it a quadratic? First of all, it's a quadratic. So highest power of the variable I can see here, x to the power 1. I have power 1, and here x square. So highest power is 2. So I will call it a quadratic. And what quadratic expression, quadratic equation, quadratic function? What is this? See, the topic is quadratic function. Although what to call this? That is what my question is. It is the first one is just we call it quadratic expression. It is just a normal expression of degree 2, means highest power is 2, so I am calling it a quadratic expression. What we can do with a quadratic expression, we will see it just now. The second expression, let us see the second expression, that is x square minus 5 equals to 0. Because this expression is involving a sign of equals to also, so definitely we call it equation. So second one will be a quadratic equation. Okay, again we will see what we can do with any quadratic equation, like what are the different equations and how you will be answering those. What about third one? Okay, we have to find the difference, like it's an equation because there is a equals to. Okay, can I call it equation or not an equation? Okay, so the third one, although it is involving a sign of equals to, we will not call it a equation. It is just a quadratic function. Why that? Because this is involving the two variable. We have variable x and variable y also. See, in the first two, in the first one and second one, there was just one variable. First expression, first one is having x only. In the second also we had x only. But third one, for the very first time, we have y also. So whenever you see x and y both, we call it a function, and that is, so this is okay. Which type of function is it? Type of function, we see right hand side of the equals to. This is my equals to sign. If I see right hand side, I can see x square. X square means highest power is 2, so it's a quadratic function. I am naming it as a quadratic function. Okay, this is quadratic function. Okay, so now the next question is what we can do. Starting with the first one. The first question, let me frame few questions with regard to everyone. Here my question to you is, my first question is, can you factorize? Okay, so factorize this quadratic expression. Yeah, that may be a question. Great. Here my question, if I anywhere, this is quadratic equation, although for any equation, my question can be solving the equation. So my question here to you is solve the equation. Solve the equation for which variable? What is the variable x? Solve the equation for a variable x, definitely. Okay, great. And for the third one is a quadratic function. What we can do, see, there we can have a lot of questions with quadratic function, but the general, let us start with a very general question. Plot this function. Okay, every function, we can plot the graph of that function. So here my question is plot the functions. Okay, so we have three different questions now in front of us. Okay, so let us start solving for the first one. Yeah, factorize it. So 2x square plus x, let me write the question here. So this is 2x square plus x, correct? Factor. Okay, my question to you is, what does factorize? The question asked us to factorize it. May I know, like, what is factorization means? Factorization means nothing but writing in product. What factorize means? Writing in product. Okay, so right now, see, this expression is involving sign of equals to. Sorry. This expression is equal involving sign of equals to. We have to factorize it although. So can I take, I think x, see the first term is 2x square, it means 2 into x, and second term is x. So I can take x common. So I will, if I take x common, so this will be how much? 2x plus 1, I think. And now this, is it in something into something? Can I say x into something? So now we have already factorized it. Factorization means just writing expression, your expression in terms of product. Okay, so I think we are done with this. What about second one, solving this quadratic equation? So my quadratic equation here is x square minus 5 equals to 0. Solving the solving any equation means find the value of x such that it satisfies the equation. My LHS should be equals to RHS. Solution means this only. So this is quite simple, I think. If I shift minus 5 that side, we can solve that way also. So I will explain two approach. Method 1 is x square equals to 5. What I did, I shifted this minus 5 to the right hand side, and now x square equals to 5. So therefore what, x equals to how much? So x equals to plus minus a root of 5. The general mistake here is you forget this plus minus. Never forget this plus minus. Whenever you are shifting square, whenever you are shifting square, square got shifted as plus minus root. Okay, so x is plus minus root 5. Okay, this was method 1. And yeah, I have one more method. Uh, and what is that? So can I write it, right? My x square minus 5 equals to 0. Can I write x square minus, in place of 5, can I write root 5 to the whole square equals 0? Because root 5 to the whole square will be definitely 5 only. Okay. So now I can see a square minus b square. Correct? A square. This is my a, I think. X is my a, and root 5 is my b. So I can clearly see a square minus b square. And what is the expansion of a square minus b square? A plus b into a minus b. So my answer is how much? X plus root 5 times x minus root 5. Done? Equals 0. And now I have x plus root 5 into x minus root 5 equals to 0. It means what? Either the first bracket will be 0. It means either the first bracket x plus root 5 will be 0. That will give me x equals to minus of root 5. Or this second bracket will be 0. Like x minus root 5 will be 0, which will give me what? X equals to root 5. Okay. So we are done with this two. Coming to the third part, that is a quadratic function. Y equals to x squared. Okay. Whenever we have any function, we will first try to have an idea about the graph of that function. So my right hand side is a quadratic, and in grade 10th only, I think, in IGCSE, you must have learned any quadratic function is a parabola. If I draw the graph of this y equals to x square, I will get this shape. This is parabola. Okay, something y equals to x square. The graph, no, y equals to x square will be exactly like this. Sorry, this is y equals to x square graph. What is the process? Can you explain me the process to plot the function? The very same process, x and y, making a table out of x and y. Correct. I will take some negative and some positive. Minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2. Okay. So if I take how much? If I will take this many x. X has 9, 4, 1, 0. Okay. So if my x is minus 3, I will get y as 9. Correct. Now if I take x as minus 3. In place of this x, if I put minus 3, so minus 3 to the whole square will be 9. Similarly, minus 2 to the whole square, I will get 4. Minus 1 is 0, 1, and 4. And now you can plot, I think. Minus 3, 9 will be a point. Minus 2, 4 will be a point. Minus 1, 1 will be 0, 0 is a point. So see, this is a point. Okay, if you plot all this point, definitely you will get this curve, and that is called as parabola. Yeah. Okay, parabola. Okay.